Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to this tutorial of Flutter. So in this tutorial we will be looking at different type of buttons in the Flutter. So as of now, as can be seen over here, we have like a simple app bar over here with the title as the buttons, and this is the body with the text as the hello world. If I want, I can where did it go? I can wrap this in the center, and if I just save and reload, it will come at the center of the screen. But as of now, that is not important. So what we're gonna do, we will start looking at this matter of checking out different type of buttons in Flutter. So for that purpose, first of all, I'll do one thing. I will single child scroll view. I will add the scroll view to the screen, and after that I will add a little bit of padding over here. And when it comes to the padding, I will say edge insert all, and I will give the value as a 16 because I want padding of 16 all around. Okay, so over here, and after that, when it comes to this scroll view, it will basically have the children, and children will be basically it will take values in the form of a array. Okay, so why it is throwing the red? So it should have the, sorry, not children, it should have the child elements. So basically it will have the child element, and child element over here which padding, then I'm having a child, and child will basically have the column. Okay, so when it comes to this column will have the children in the form of array. Okay, so now first of all I'll do one thing. I will simply add a text button over here, and text button will basically have the two parameters. So text button is a widget, yeah, and it will take the on pressed, and it will have a child. Okay, so on pressed I will keep it as an empty function. You can, if you want, you can give the print or execute any function when this particular button has been pressed, but I will not do that. So I will give the text over here, and text for this will be like I will give the text as a text button only, so that it could be easily be seen. Okay, so over here as can be seen, the things are left aligned over here, but I don't want the things over here to be left aligned. So I'll do one thing. I will come over here, cross axis alignment, and I will say cross axis alignment, and I'll give the value as stretch, and let me just hot reload. Okay, so now as can be seen, it came at the center of the screen. So over here, if you want, you can give the print, and when it comes to the print, you can say this is the text button. So now let me just do the hard reload. If I click on this, as can be seen in the console, I'm seeing the console logs over here. So this is the very simple text button over here, and now next I'm having the outline button. So I'll do one thing. Where is the thing? I will come down below over here, and outline button, and when it comes to the outline button, it will have the on press function, and then again it will have the text, and again over here I will give the text value as outlined. So as can be seen over here, this is the outline button which is having the outline kind of a border it is having. Okay, so again you can give the print for this if you want, but that is not required over here. And next I'm having is icon button. So when it comes to the icon button will have like on press function for sure, and then it will have a icon. Okay, so when it comes to the icon, we will make use of the icon widget over here, and when it comes to the icon widget, it will have the different type of icons dot, and then you can make use of the name of the icon, like I'll say thumbs up, and over here I have to again change this default value. So this is the on press which is having the icon as a thumbs up over here. This is the icon I have given. There are a lot of other icons which you can explore, of course. And along with this, it can also have the color. Okay, so let me see. I will give the color as colors dot ember I can give, and along with it, it can also have the icon size. And when it comes to the icon size, I'll give the value as 30. Let's just save this and refresh. So as can be seen, this is a thumbs up over here. And if you want to see the print of this, I will do one thing. I'll just give the print, and I will say this is the icon button. And let me just save this. I'll come over here, hit R for hot reload, and when I click on this, I'm getting the console logo here. Okay, so I think this much is enough. I am having icon over here. Then I will come down below, and then I'm having the elevated button. So elevated button, I'm getting some suggested code over here. This is happening because I'm using one of the plugin, and that plugin is basically the tab 9. So tab 9, which will help you in auto completing the code. So elevated button, and it is having this on press function, and it is having the child as a text. Okay, and the text is basically the elevated button over here. Let me just hot reload. So basically, as can be seen, when it comes to this elevated button, it looks bit like a 3D with the shadow and everything, shadow over here. So that's why it is called the elevated button. So this is all about the elevated button. And when it comes to the elevated button is having on press, it is having the child, and along with the child, it can also have a label. What am I doing wrong? Why it is highlighting? On press function is getting handed over here. So along with the on press, I am having label. This is the label text. It should have the label elevated button. After icon, this is the okay. So it is not having the icon. So let's do one thing. Let's move ahead, and now I'm having the floating action button. So floating action button, again, it is taking the on press, and along with the on press, it will have a child, and child is basically the icon. And when it comes to the icon, it will have the icons dot add, I will say. And after that, I will give it a hero tag. And when it comes to the hero tag, I will say fab1. Let me just save and hot reload. So as can be seen over here, so this is basically the floating action button. And when it comes to the floating action button, I want a little bit of space between this size. There was something called a size box. I hope this is the one. And size box, I will give the height as a 16 over here. Let me just save, give the comma, hot reload. Okay, so now I'm having the space between both of them. So basically, this is the floating action button. It is having the child and hero tag also. So this is the floating action button. And next, what am I having? Floating action button extended. Floating action button. Floating action button extended on press. It is having on press function, and along with it is having the label over here, and I will give the label as same, and floating action button. And let me just give the comma and floating action button. uh, then along with it is having the hero tag over here. And let me just save what just happened. Hero tag, when it comes to the hero tag, it is having the hero tag. I will give the hero tag as a fab2. And beside the hero tag, what else it is having? It is having the label. And when it comes to the label is basically the text. And I will say navigation over here. Am I Am I doing something wrong? Why it is highlighting it red? It is having the icon, and along with the icon, it will take from the icon widget where there are the icons dot navigation. Let me just comment out this label. This label is creating the issue. Okay, so this is the floating action button, and again I need a little bit of space, so I will use the size box. Let me hot reload. Okay, so this is a floating action button with navigation action as a text, and there is this icon also called icons dot navigation. So this is the symbol for the navigation. So this is yet another example, and the next example I'm having is elevated button. Elevated button over here. Let's just accept it, and then when it comes to this elevated button will have the child, which is basically the text, and I will give the same text over here, so there is no comma, so that's why it is showing in red. So this is the elevated button. I'll do one thing, I'll just refresh. So this is the elevated button. Let me just see if there is anything else that I can add. No, I think this much is enough. So basically, so far there are this kind type of buttons which I came across. So if there are any more examples of the buttons which I'm coming across, I'll definitely make a tutorial about it. But thanks for watching. So these are different type of buttons which I came across in the Flutter. So thanks for watching.